who is ready to shake things up? Because that is what the month of April is all about. So strap on your seatbelts. Let me go through all of the transits astrologically, everything that's going to be happening in April. Most astrologers are saying it's the biggest month for the biggest impact for all of 2024. So you definitely want to take some notes here. Take a look here. I've done tons of research and written out a bunch of things that I think are most important for you to know, especially if you're a novice and you just want some key dates. That's what I'll go through today. And we'll pull some cards as well at the end of this. But I do want to make sure you have everything you need for this big month of April. Underpinning everything is Mercury retrograde. And for those of you who know, you know, let me know how you feel about Mercury retrogrades below. For those of you who don't know, is all about communication and travel and technology and thoughts and speaking and words and learning. And that sounds like great stuff. But when it's in retrograde, it kind of is a little upheaval and things can go awry. So for Mercury retrograde, it's a call out for daily activity. People feel it. So it's not a time to be starting brand new things, making huge decisions, signing contracts. You don't want to do that during Mercury retrograde if you can help it. Buying a new home, changing your hairstyle, getting a tattoo, things like that. We just don't want to do during Mercury retrograde. Mercury is in retrograde in the sign of Aries, and Aries is about moving forward and going, leading the charge and pioneering and action, 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 fire sign. Kind of having two opposing feels here. So for Mercury being in retrograde from April 1st to April 25th, you have more of a slowdown, a reflect. People from your past might be coming back, but it's in Aries, which is wanting to charge ahead. So I think in the month of April, underpinning all of the rest of these transits, you are overall going to have a feel and vibe that you're not getting where you want to go. You keep getting a detoured off of your path because you want to move ahead. It's like one step forward, two steps back, and it's out of your control. So the reason I do this is to tell you that if you're feeling that in April, know that it's supposed to be happening. So don't be too hard on yourself when you're trying to move ahead with something and you keep getting knocked back a little. You're meant to be knocked back to look at what's happening around you. So you want to start taking notes and review before you initiate. This is meant for your purpose because we don't want to miss something that it's being shown to us. So you really want you to be paying attention to what are the changes that are happening? What are the themes that you're seeing in all areas of your life, and start putting the puzzle pieces together. So we do have this April 1st to April 25th, Mercury in retrograde underpinning all of it. You're also going to have people, places, things, situation from your past revisiting you. Don't be afraid if the ex calls or the ex best friend calls or some family member you haven't talked to in a while, or you're revisiting childhood traumas and things like that that have happened to you. These are meant to happen during this month. Going into April 8th, we have, following the lunar eclipse that we just had in Libra, I think that was March 25th, we are now have April 8th, the total solar eclipse. The lunar eclipse was about a completion, and the total solar eclipse is that moving forward, initiating spirit, but we're in Mercury retrograde, so we're not really going full out, but you're going to be noticing some things are happening that in your life that are going to force you to want to move forward in a direction. Let me know what those things are. Next thing we have on April 11th, we have Sun and Mercury are conjunct. Just mark your calendars, April 11th. You might get some downloads and insights during that time. So pay attention to what information you are getting on April 11th. On April 20th, Jupiter and Uranus are going to be in conjunction with one another. That is what people call like a portal is happening. It's just, there's massive amounts of energy. And to explain this quickly to you, Jupiter, okay, this is all about energy. I'm an energy junkie, and that's why I follow astrology. I'm not an astrologist, but I allow the themes and knowing what's happening to be aware of that as I'm operating through my daily life to help inform me of like, oh, I don't get down on myself if I'm not able to push forward on my goals because we're in Mercury retrograde and this is the energy, and the energy is supporting me going in this direction versus this direction. That's how you use it. So April 20th, we have Jupiter and Uranus going conjunct. Jupiter is all about expansion, and Uranus, that is all about its change. It's a disruptor. So we're expanding disruption. And this is all happening in Taurus, which is an earth sign. So you're talking about earthly things like food and earth energy and what grounds you. And Taurus is ruled by Venus, which is relationships and things that you value and love. Things that you value and love, and relationships and people, and the things that ground you are in Uranus with disruption, and Jupiter is expanding that. Okay, so definitely April 20th, I want you to make sure that you're paying attention to that energy of what's happening for you. By the end of this month, things are going to change for you, and you are going to, so make a note of where you are in your life right now and see if you had any unexpected things by the end of April. April 23rd, we have a Scorpio full moon. Scorpio is that sexy energy. Full moons are endings, and with endings in Scorpio, things might come to the surface, information that might be uncovered, secrets that might come out to have a big impact and change. Note that is on the 23rd. And then also let me know with that energy how Mercury retrograde is fitting into that. Could be from your past, some secrets are coming out, or you're learning about them from someone or something else. This shadow in Mercury retrograde will run till about May 18th, I think, mid-May. And so once it starts going direct, we're going to feel a little relief, but really for the whole month of April, a lot of these energies are happening for us. If you have a trip planned, have patience. I guarantee you by the end of the month, you're going to have some big changes. And we are in the middle of eclipse season, so you're probably already feeling some big upheaval since probably mid-March. Things have definitely turned on their heads, and this is going to happen through May, early May. Let's pull some energy and advice for our month of April for all of you. Of course, we got the Death card, which is change and transformation. And at the bottom of the deck, wow, and we got the Rebirth card. Look at this. Look at what's happening. This is going to be the vibe for April for the collective, and some advice that I'm going to have for you. Right now, whatever the thing you're going to be dealing with the most is where you're feeling really trapped. But there is a way out of this. There are no swords in front of here, but the swords are in the mind and the thoughts. And what did I say Mercury was about? Mercury was all about thoughts and communication and words. Okay, so we are trapped here in those thoughts, communications, and word, can't see the way out. So that's going to be a lot of the feeling and frustration in April. Current vibe in the state, what's going to happen is death. And death is not an actual physical death for me in tarot. It's a change, and it's a big change that will happen to you. It's not a tower change where it's ripped out from under you, but there are big pieces of the puzzle moving around, and it's going to happen throughout the month of April. Okay, so you're definitely going to be experiencing change, and the change is going to be related to the devil energy, which is great. Have change related to what's the devil energy? It's self-sabotaging behaviors. It is toxic people in your life. It is just self-imposed bondage, things that you absolutely have control over, addictions, things that you know you feel a little trapped about and you can't get rid of. There's going to be changes that are going to force you to face this energy and move through and come out the other end of it with the Judgment card, which is the Rebirth card. So you are going to come out, start the month like this, okay? And rebirth it into that, which is going to be amazing. And the outcome of this situation, we have the Ace of Pentacles, which I love because Taurus and the Pentacles go hand in hand with Earth energy. This is a gift. Do you see this gift from God coming out here? This gift from God? This is an absolute gift that's going to be given to you that is embedded into your foundation and your stability, which in the whole month of April has had an upheaval, and you will have had an ending, and you will have rid yourself of the devil energy to be able to move forward into this energy into May. So ride the ride. It's going to be this way for everyone. Let me know if you're already feeling this. Because with the first eclipse, you probably have seen some big changes that probably impact your life in a major way. And let me know, like, what are those things that are happening? Give me a thumbs up emoji, and just let me know that if this resonates for you and you're feeling these energies, tell me what's going on, because I love to gather these stories so this way we can put them all together. All right, everyone, you have a blessed and abundant month. I will be back with all of these transits and more information for you for the month of April. Take care, everyone.